ShaZam from Rara Avis Emporium. Okay, these things are so stinking cute and so easy to make and so much fun. I couldn't stop making them because I could see so many uses for them. Thinking I'm going to make a garland out of them, and of course tags on presents and just plain ornaments. Well, there's nothing plain about them. So I'm going to link the video where I saw this idea, and I'm going to let's get making because I have some additions to that. And we'll just go, these are all just remnants, random yarn that I have, and some sparkles. And let's see, with this one, I put some feathers on. That's for someone special. And I went away from tradition on some of the colors, some traditional colors, but they still are so awesome. And of course, the traditional colors with a little twist and more rustic. I love this one. Okay, so let's get making. So easy, so quick. Things you'll need: yarn, any yarn, traditional, untraditional, whatever you like, whatever you like. And you'll need, of course, you'll need scissors, cardboard, like the back of a paper pad is better, but I also use cereal boxes. It was a little flimsier, but it didn't seem to make a huge difference. Things to embellish some of these plastic rhinestones. I also used some stickles, or liquid pearls actually, some baker's twine, some just regular, this is twine, I don't know what happened to it, so I've just used the remnants of these. Are silver and gold sparklies. I have red and green. And what else you need? Oh yeah, you need just a regular scrap piece of paper. Just a regular scrap piece of paper and scissors. And I think that's everything as we go along. A little holiday inspiration. So once you see how to make these, it's so easy. You just watch TV and make them, if that's what you do. So the first thing I did was create a pattern. Fold a piece of paper in half. I'm going to just use one that I did already here. So I'm going to draw a tree, half a tree, about like that. And this is about, what is this, 4 inches wide, and then it's about 3 inches wide. So 4 inches high, 3 inches wide. Because what you'll do is take this and cut it out. Boom. And that's about right. That seems right. So again, I'll give you the dimensions. It is about 4 inches high, and from the tip of is about 3 inches from here to there. And the trunk here itself is about, it's 7/8, I shouldn't have counted, 7/8, 1 inch, somewhere around there. And then I took, let me see, how did I do this? And then I traced, right, easy, oops. Traced. And then, so I could use as much cardboard as possible, I went this way. So this line is already cut, and then I trace and continue that line to that one, and then I turn it around and do it again all across the whatever cardboard you have. Oops. Because these are rustic, they don't have to be perfect. When you cut them out, when you cover them all up, it's very forgiving. And of course you go across the whole. And then just down to the tip. And you can see how I did that. And I can still put another one there, which I will do. And then, as we do, we cut things out. Yes, I forgot, you need glue, and whatever glue, you can use hot glue, Fabrifix, art glitter glue, and for most of them, I just used a very inexpensive PVA glue, although this takes 100 years to dry. But you can use tacky glue, hot glue, as I said before, so any glue will work. And what I'm going to do, I didn't do tacky glue before, but I'm going to just take a little tacky glue and I just slide it down there, and then I take a piece of the thread, yarn, would be yarn, and I put it there to make the little loop. And that's going to be all encased. Oops. That'll be all encased. And that little loop is about 1 inch. And the whole piece folded in half is about 3 3/4. But you don't really have to measure. So it looks like that. And then comes the fun part. Well, it's all fun, really. Come on, Mr. Glue. Here we go. And then I just do a little strip of glue and a strip of glue on this side. And then I take it up top, get glue on my fingers, and wrap it around the tip, and then just start going. Let's see, I'm going to do that again because I think I was off camera. And then you just try and get the glue as close, not the glue, the yarn, as close. The bulkier the yarn, the faster it goes. So this isn't the bulkiest yarn, but it still looks so gorgeous. Look at this color. I love this deep forest green color for these tags. So what I would do is make a bunch of these this way, and then one night and the next night I'd embellish them. And I might add a little bit more glue as I get down to the bottom down here. Just more glue. So they stay. I'll tell you, I made a mistake on some of the embellishments, and we'll fix that as I go along making these. If you have really thin yarn, you can go over it twice, which I've done for some of them. And then as it gets closer to the bottom, I want to make sure the bottom's good and sealed. And sealed. Oops, around. One more around. And then you can pinch it down under like this. And I take some these clips, which I also forgot to tell you you need, and do that. And then make sure this one is all the way covering up the cardboard a bit. You can't really see it in the end. And then take another clip. And then take another clip. Press that down. And clip it on the end. And snippers. And then while that's drying, I do another one. I hope you're all having a beautiful holiday season as it begins. And you get to enjoy some holiday crafting. There's always so much to do around the holidays. So much inspiration. I make a lot of my gifts. I give to friends and family. And it's such a pleasure to make gifts for people and make little embellishments for their gifts and keepsakes. A little more glue. And as soon as I finish this, we'll get to the trunk of the tree. You'll see how we do that. See, it's the same thing. And that should be the end of this one. And again, I take the little clips. Put one here. If any of the cardboard is showing at the end, you can always just give it a little snip. I think I need a little more glue right here. Hot glue might go faster. There we go. Clip that down. Snip that off. And then you can choose whatever you want for the trunk. This fuzzy wuzzy brown. So that's dry enough. Dry enough. And again, we're going to take the tacky glue over the trunk. And then start. Press it in, wrap it around. Good. And come to the end of the trunk. I'm going to put some more extra glue on the edges and wrap it around. And clip it with the clips. There we go. Cut that off. Boop. And if there's any little fluffs hanging off later, you just cut them off. See, there's a little bit of cardboard showing right here. I'm just going to cut that off. And push the yarn over it. Like that. And if that little bit of cardboard bothers you, because it bothers me a little bit, what I do is take another piece of the yarn and then put a little bead of glue and a new piece of glue. A new piece of yarn right there like that. And snip it off. Clip. I'm going to do it on this side too. Might as well, right? I can do it on the bottom of the trunk too if it bothers me there. They don't know, sometimes the yarn just comes together down there and it doesn't show. Let's see how it goes away. Get another piece of this. Hold that down. And just let that dry. Let's see how this one's doing. Oh, we'll put a little piece on this one. This little piece already left over. And do this. See, this side looks okay. I'm going to put that down there. It's like that. Triangle. Get that down there. Also, I have this little tuft here. Where'd that come from? Why is that there? There we go. And there we have it. See, I don't like that that glue is showing there, but it's going to go away as soon as we decorate it. And I like to let those dry, and we'll be back for decorating. Okay, here comes more fun stuff. This is decorating time. So I noticed that as I was doing this, they're not fully dry yet, but they're dry enough, that the Elaine tacky glue kind of left like glue blobs. Glue blobs here and there. That because before I was using this PVA glue, but it takes 100 years to dry, but it did not leave glue globbers. And I'm going to use this art glitter glue because it dries fast, and I know it also dries clear because I also use that as well. So I think those are better choices. And also then you have the glue gun, which is what the original person that I'm going to link below did. So, but it doesn't really matter, the glue globbies. They're going to be covered up in just a minute. So I did all different things. This is just twine around this one with a little rhinestone on top. I put bows on top of them, all of them. This I use stickles to do. This one, like I said, I had feathers. This one is just sparkly, ooh, where are you? Sparkly twine and sparkly twine. I'm sorry, sparkly yarn that I had left over from something, from someone somewhere. So I decided for this one, I'm going to use, for this red one, I'm going to use this silver twine. So I left a big long thread, and I went to the top and tied a knot. Just tied a knot. Just a little knot. Oops. A little fiddly knot. Up towards the top, very tippity top, because we're going to come back around and use that for the bow. And let's give it a good two ties. There we go. And then I also, okay, it doesn't really matter which one's the front. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit of, that's going to be the front. I'm going to put a little bit, see the glue is still not dry yet, but that's okay. We're going to persevere. I'm going to just put a little stream, a little baby stream of glue on the back. Or on the front, I don't remember. And then we're going to, again, I just messily wrap around the twine. They go down. They go down. It's going to get faster in a second. As soon as I flip it over, there we go. Much faster. All the way to the bottom. And then all the way back up to the top, all crisscrossy and crazy. And then we get back up to the top. And then I'm going to tie a bow. Good. Just your regular bow. Just a bow. Let's see. The art glitter glue will dry clear. Just a bow. Just a little bow. Just a pretty little bow. And then we cut off the little edge. And then I'm definitely going to use some silver sparkles here. I know some people are very dexterous with using tweezers. I cannot use tweezers. I just like to use my hands. There we go. Pretty bow. And you could add, oh, what the heck, I'm going to add sparkles. I'm going to add these here and there on the tree. Look, that's pretty. There's two stuck together. And a little more here. Actually, you could just do a whole strip. That's kind of cute. But not for this one. Not for this one. Maybe the other one I'll do that. I'm going to put one right there with that blob of glue. Not that I think that's going to show, though. And one more. Hey, you guys know how to do this. There we go. That's one. Back. Oh, I want to get rid of that little poof hanging out. That poof hanging out. There we go. And that'll dry, and we'll come back and see that. And this one, this is definitely going to be the front. And let's see, what am I going to put on this one? Red. I think I'm going to put red twine on this one. Just very traditional. And plus this red twine. These things, I don't know what happened to them in the drawer. They got all broken. I don't know. So I tie them together to do some of this. You can always improvise. Again, so one more time, I just tie a square knot at the top of the tree. Make sure it's in there good, because we're gonna glue over that in a minute. And then I'm gonna put a little strip of glue down the back. We'll do this, we'll call this the back. Although it might end up being the front in the end. And going around and around and around. Ooh, glue is in my way. Let's see, after you do them for a second, they are less fiddly. Hey, where'd you come from? And then coming back up. Oops, coming back up to crisscross a little bit. Sort of rustic, messy, and then coming around to the front again and tying a knot and then tying a bow. What are you? Oh. There we go. And then where's everybody? Here we go. Tie a little bow, a little bowsy bow. Right, I gotta cut some of this off. This will make my life easier, right? And then I'm going to figure out what. Okay, so I don't like the bow to be that big, but you can make your bow as big as you want. And bring in a little of the bow. And bring in a little bit more of that bow, and a little more of that bow. And there we go. Cute as a little bow is. And let's see, let's do some red rhinestones. I'm gonna put a red rhinestone right at the top. Just to be different from all the other ones that I made. And I think, I'm making these, and they're Christmas ornaments that you can add to your packages to make your packages look sweet. See, this is much easier to do it this way. And I forgot I was going to do a row of those, but I didn't. Maybe you can. And oh, I'd love to see a garland of these. Would be so cute and lovely. And there we go. That's a weird one there. All right. Good enough. So we quickly made these two. I like to leave the tails a little long. There we go. So there's that one, all sparkly and beautiful. And here's the other one we made with the sparkle flipped off the bow. There we go. Let me fix that bow. There we go. Hey you, what happened to you here? There we go. Perfect. Perfect little bow on the top of this pretty tree. Who would want to see that on their package? Never mind opening up the gift. So here they all are. Plain, decorated. They look fine without having any decorations. I mean, they look fabulous with no decorations. 4 by 3 by 1-ish. And here are all the ones that I've done so far. These are half pearls, if you can see those. I love these colors together. Christmassy, but not Christmassy. And traditional. And traditional. And not so traditional. So have a happy holiday season, and I hope this inspired you. Take care. Love, peace, and understanding.